Okay, so regarding fire alarms and everything else, not panicking is always a good thing. Avoiding panic in our lives is a way to the end of suffering. But also to learn to expect the unexpected. It's easy to get into routines and just our usual patterns of activities through the day, the fairly predictable course of, breakfast at 7, work meeting on work days at 7:30, calendar announcements, work assignments, duties, coming back for the meal, 10:45. All the things that make up a schedule of the day, we can kind of just start to rely on the predictability of these kinds of schedules. But to keep in mind, to expect the unexpected, or not at least be surprised when something comes to kind of take us in a different direction than what we had thought we were going to be doing. Just thinking about Tom Kema had up at the Hermitage, he had an allergic reaction to some food, and he's quite allergic. He has had a history of food allergies and causing, emergency room trips and things like that. And in fact, that's just what happened yesterday. He had to go to the emergency room to get a shot of epinephrine for a strong reaction. And he's doing okay. I think there were a few little complications, but nothing that wasn't handleable. And he was discharged and is on his way back down today with the crew. But expecting the unexpected, and Debbie's nephew just was diagnosed with COVID, and her nephew's father, Debbie's brother, who was going to be coming to relieve Debbie for a week in the care of their father, was also exposed and is in quarantine now. We don't know if he's positive or not, but so yep, Thanksgiving dinner can turn into a week of quarantine, and hopefully the nephew's doing okay. Haven't heard anything. But to expect the unexpected. We've got these bodies, and they're susceptible to things that happen. We don't know when we're going to get sick, and our routines are going to be interrupted. And of course, there are occasions of sudden unexpected death, which kind of sounds a little bit morbid, maybe for a morning reflection, but the more we get familiar with the idea of anything can happen today or this morning or in the next 5 minutes or right now, then the more we can get our minds around that, then the more when our time does come, whether it's predicted or not predicted, the greater ease there will be in dealing with these events that we don't usually think about so much. So there's a lot of actual peace and ease of mind that comes up with the contemplation of illness and death. And the more comfort we get with that, and the more we see our bodies as just another part of nature, responding to the world and events and different things that impact it, then the more we're at ease with whatever happens. And as Ajahn was referring to in yesterday's reflection, it just becomes the awareness, knowing the various objects that come through. So we can start to regard this body as just an experience of feelings and perceptions and sensations and different energies, different aspects of the physical and mental world of how we experience this body and this mind, and not take hold of it with a sense of ownership. And we just kind of keep referring to that, that mode of perception in any time we can, those 5-second meditations that Ajahn was talking about, or just occasionally, say you're walking up to your kuti in the afternoon, just stop on the trail, just stop and look around a little bit, see nature, let it still the mind, reflect on transience, and then resume your walking, and just see the effect that little bit by little bit of this kind of reflection brings the conditions for this kind of ease and peace of mind that's pretty much ready for anything. So leave it there for this morning.